So, when you have a truck like the Moose, sometimes you gotta clear some trails. So this little Milwaukee Hey, did you do that? So now we're going to try to find some of the old trail systems that we hit, I want to say probably about 2 months ago. And we have some camp spots that we marked out when we went down there, but we're going to try to go explore a little bit more, see if we can't find anything else.
Forest right next to us that we can't even get into to drive through.
And then, yeah, we'll see what happens. But so the bad part about off-roading in Michigan is a lot of the trails that are on like state land, like what we're on right now, are super tight ones like this, where a full-size truck such as the Moose is not faring too well just because of how big the size is. On the lighter side, for all of the smaller vehicles such as like Jeeps and Tacomas, I'm making the trails a little bit bigger for you, so you're welcome. At the expense of the massive amount of pinstripes that this truck is getting right now. So the dogs were whining quite a bit, so I figured I might have to stop and go to the bathroom. And no, they just want to go play in the snow. Anyways, it's been a bunch of tight trails kinda, and hopefully I haven't gotten any tree dents on the truck yet, I don't know. But that's what happens when you actually use your vehicle, I guess, you know, for off-roading and all that stuff. So, well, this is going to be the last ROE video where you'll see the Uptop bed rack. I'm going to be going to a different setup, not because I don't like the bed rack itself. The bed rack is awesome. Uptop makes great products, and I'm hoping to get more of them in the future when they come out with the roof rack for the Rams and whatnot. But I'm sure you can take a look in the back here and see one of the reasons why I'm going to be not doing a bed rack setup anymore. I'll give you a hint. One of the issues is white and wet. But alright, time to load the dogs back up and head out on the trail some more. Alright, so when you have a truck like the Moose, sometimes you gotta clear some trails. So this little Milwaukee here is gonna help me out. So anyway, we got our little camp spot picked out. Of course, now the sun's out. It was super snowy the whole like drive here. I hope that's a little better for you guys. But yeah, we just found this clearing. Got the tent all set up and everything. Got a little fire pit. I figured a skid to make the fire pit on top. That'll just kind of help, you know. GCI little camp kitchen thing. I haven't really used this a whole lot just because a lot of, well, one, I haven't really been able to go on a lot of trips, but the ones that I have, it's like, oh, I might as well just camp out of the back as I'm going solo. But anyway, wanted to kind of really quick show you guys these cool things. So if you don't know, I'm a big fan of Milwaukee tools. I have a bunch of them. I use their pack out systems religiously. And recently I picked up the Milwaukee hatchet M12 and the M18 16-inch chainsaw. So obviously, being in Michigan, a lot of these are like Jeep trails made for, you know, smaller vehicles such as not the Moose, and have to use them to clear the trail. So I did end up picking up both of them. So these are a really cool option because not only usually do I have Milwaukee tools on board, you know, for something happens or if I gotta move whatever, you know, but with the M18s and this chainsaw, I can use those batteries back and forth, and I have, you know, power on board too, so that's another cool option. But this little guy right here, the M12, is just super nice for like at camp cutting up, you know, stuff to make fires or whatever. And then if you need to really clear some stuff, you got the big guy right there. So, well, I know I kind of had some stuff laying around that I brought with me, but I'm gonna go cut up some small stuff and get the fire going. So I've been using this little Coleman stove for a while. I like this one because it's got the gray on here for cooking burgers and hot dogs. You know, I can still put a pan here. I don't usually do anything too intricate when I go out camping, so this thing works out really nicely. So we just had like 3 Jeeps drive past us where we're camping at. I don't know if you're watching this video, but what's up? Should have came by, we could have hung out, come on. It was like 2 Jeep Wranglers, I think a Jeep Cherokee or whatever. There's a purple, a white, I think a gray one. But yeah, if that was you, what's up? There's Joey's little table thing you made, little platform. Works out pretty well. So here's another good use for a shackle. So when your naughty St. Bernard puppy wants to run off, you can keep him tied to your vehicle. Isn't that right, Gunner? Yeah, you're naughty. But I still love you. Alright, so starting to get a little later in the afternoon here. And cooking up some brats and sausage for dinner. Was going to end up bringing some venison steaks, but they were like super frozen, and it's because it started off at like 19 degrees this morning, I think, and it's only going to get up to 22, something like that. But fortunately tomorrow it's going to be I think upwards to like 42, so that'll be really nice. And but yeah, I basically didn't end up bringing the fridge, or we just had a little cheaper cooler that we brought trip. It's kind of, you know, something to throw, contain everything in. And I'm sure you can see by all the crap coming off my breath. It's pretty chilly out, so but yeah, we're just doing that, and then spent a good majority of the days kind of walking around and cutting up some firewood. Finally got a nice little fire going, so that'll keep us warm. We did end up seeing another group of Jeep, bunch of Jeepers. There was like, I don't know, 5, 6 of them going through. Yeah, there was a whole bunch of them. So waved at them. I think they waved back. I don't really know. So if you see this, hey, what's up? Should have stopped by. We got food. And yeah, but we're gonna end up starting a new series kinda here tonight. I've kind of filmed them in the past, but they never really turned out how I wanted them to. It's basically going to be a campfire talks, where we pick a topic to just, you know, kind of discuss it, give our opinions, share experiences, all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, I'll be sure to tag that down below. It's going to be, yeah, its own little series, so it'll have its own video, but I'll go ahead and tag that in here once I remember to do that. Or if I don't, just go ahead and put a comment down below. But a Michigan Overland vehicle, what would it be and what would you put on it? Yeah, kind of packed up some of the little things tonight, just because, you know, it makes life in the morning a little bit easier. We're not really staying super long tomorrow anyway, so, you know, I figured, yeah, why the heck not. But yeah, so basically some pro winter camping tips though is if you have an annex like my CVT does. I don't have it out now because it's just a one-night trip, but you know, there's a room. This would basically turn into a room, and you can use this to, you know, put stuff in if there's like inclement weather, or what I was gonna end up doing is taking a little buddy heater and warming up kind of the tent, you know, because the hot air would go up into the tent and kind of pre-warm it a little bit that way. But I didn't, so I just kind of wanted to share that little tip with you guys. It's pretty cold out here, but we're managing, so sure it'll be nice and warm out there in the tent with the 2 dogs. So all right, I'm gonna finish dinner and get our little series underway.
Putting that grip lease on. That was magic.
Alright, so right now, the dogs are shivering a little bit, so I mean, they got all wet from playing around, and you know, when it was actually pretty light out. So I got the truck running over there, got them inside, kind of warming up, turning the heated seats in the back on for them and cranking the heat, you know, so they're all spoiled, but gonna try to get rid of some of our firewood here, and when I mean, we're both kind of tired already as it is, and so whenever we do get tired and decide to go to bed, I'm gonna kind of put the buddy heater up in the tent and try to warm that up a little bit at least, and yeah, then we'll go ahead and call it a night and see you guys in the morning. Hey, good morning guys. So it was pretty good up in the tent last night. Didn't get too cold. I don't think the dogs did either. You know, they're all kind of huddled up there, but what we're gonna pretty much do this morning is just pack everything up. Kind of planned that we were just gonna get up and go in the morning, so we put a lot of crap away last night, so I basically just have to take everything out of the tent and then pack the tent up. So that way when I get home and unload everything, I can start taking all the stuff off the bed and get the bed rack off in preparation for the next phase of the build. So that will be exciting. And I know some people, one question is like, oh, do you take your dogs up in the tent with you at night? And I'd say, yeah, I always take my dogs up in the tent. And you know, right now of course I have Gunner and Tank, two big ones. Why do you get them up there? Literally just squat down, pick them up, walk them up the ladder into the tent, and then same thing when I need to bring them down, I pick them up and then I kind of lean forward towards the ladder and slowly walk down, making sure I don't fall backwards. But all right, we're gonna get camp packed up and then head out. Alright, made it back to the house. Now it's time to do all the fun unpacking, cleaning out the truck again, spraying it off, and we gotta go take the bed rack off because this is the last trip with the bed rack. So, alrighty guys, you know the drill. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Make sure you go check out Ripit Outdoors on his social media. We'll catch you guys in the next one.